Attention, attention. We have
Uh-oh.
gone live. All right,
We
here
live.
we are. We're
You
live.
caught me. I'm looking at my phone.
Is it live or is it
Oh,
Memorex?
Memorex.
Okay.
Memorex, baby. Oh my God, I
It's-
can't believe you remembered that.
It's Friday already. Yeah, who remembers
Friday,
the
happy Friday.
Memorex, the famous Memorex ad with the guy sitting in his chair in front of the speakers and his hair blowing back? Yeah, that's cool. Okay.
I was looking at some retro stuff this week, man. And oh my gosh, so much stuff stood out to me this week. Do you remember the old Jaws game? So it was the coolest game ever, but it was a huge shark.
I do remember that.
And had like
Yep.
Like wheels and iron rods.
Yeah. So what was the point of the game?
So he had to fish everything out of that mouth until it was too light, and then he snapped shut. And it was like it's kind of like Operation, because Operation was definitely a PTSD game. I mean, or not
totally.
Perfection was PTSD, man. I mean, it would be ticking. You'd be putting things in.
We had.
It's like a jack in the box.
Here's the Mousetrap. Remember Mousetrap?
I bought it.
Did anyone ever actually play the game, or did you just play with the little thing and flip the ball? We never actually played the game. We just put it all together and played with the thing, because otherwise you play for like 30 minutes before you ever got to do anything with it. It was kind of stupid.
So yes, and yes, and yes. But I bought it recently, like a year or two ago, because me and the wife were just bored one day and we were shopping around and we said, hey, let's buy a board game, something we haven't played in a while. And it was like a choice between Candyland, Life, and Mousetrap, right? And we're like, Mousetrap's cool. I remember I used to play with the little cage, little dude that dove into the thing. Yeah. When you play it for real, it's totally lame. It's like
let me say this about Life. Life almost made me and my wife get a divorce. Okay. Because here's the thing. We don't play it. I mean, my wife and my kids will play. They don't want me to play. My wife doesn't want me to play, and here's why. Now, I'm a college-educated dude. Okay, I have a master's.
So you
I don't know if you knew that. I have a master's degree.
Where'd you buy it from?
Well, that's another story. But here's the thing: when you're playing the game of life, right? It doesn't make sense for you to go to school.
You're right.
It doesn't. And so I'm playing the game like it's a game. You want to win the game. And so I would tell my daughters, oh, no, don't go to school. Don't go to school. And my wife would get mad. What kind of message are you sending to your children when you tell them not to get an education? Dude, has nothing to do with the education. I want them to be able to win the game.
Yes. I think I had that fight. I think I did. Fight.
Yeah,
don't go to school. You need to learn to trade, boy.
Exactly. Get a trade. Be the salesperson. Be the salesperson. You can make money in that game. Yeah, that was big fight. Having been to school, I still feel like it's a waste of money. But whatever it is what it is. Okay.
Oh, the only thing it gets you in, it gets your foot in the door.
It gets your foot in the door.
And that's about it.
And many companies, not as many, they filter people based on the degree, which is really kind of stupid, because how many idiots have you known that have master's degrees? Lots of them.
Yeah.
Right?
Well,
I mean,
look at me. Idiots, they're book smart, but they're not common sense smart. They got that. They don't got that person vibe. You know what I mean? They're too smart. They're like too analytical, and they can't be cool. You know?
Yeah.
Be cool.
Educated idiots, we call it.
There you go.
Speaking of educated idiots, it's Jeremy and Rich. Here.
Hey, love educated.
Oh man.
Whoa, water boy.
Hey, our comments are open. If you want to chime in, please do so. We're waiting. I don't know if Marlon's on today.
Marlon, are you on?
Marlon, if you're on, we need to see in the comments, because we got something just for Marlon. So we're gonna hold off until we see Marlon.
So show up.
Hopefully Marlon chimes in, but it's a Friday, and that means it's time for the news.
It's time for the news.
Rich has got some news, so why don't you just jump in?
Well, let's go ahead and start off this happy Friday to everybody. I hope you guys got a great weekend going on. No concerts around here, I don't think, but it's coming. A couple announcements we got to talk about, though. All right, so for major news, So Kiss announced in a live box set. Did you hear about that?
I saw that.
88 unreleased live tracks. So that should be pretty cool. I mean, I don't know how much you like Kiss Alive or live albums, but 88 unreleased tracks. I wonder what that is.
So I was hoping to go longer till I had to go on a rant. But Rich, let me go on a rant.
Go on a rant, man. We got time.
This is not against Kiss, right? But there's a common theme. We've probably got 5 different articles about new box sets, reissues of debut albums, like from the Power Station, right? Yes, Tales from Topographic Ocean, right? So they're all. Here's what Cheap Trick has done it, and we got some Cheap Trick news. I don't know how I feel about it, right? Rush has done. It's like, let's just put together something else we can sell.
Yes, I agree with you there. So all these anniversaries. So the next piece of news, well, good thing, Motley Crue. They're coming out with a box set. What are they coming out with a box set? Their worst album. Well, not their worst album. Almost their worst album. The one without Vince Neil was their worst album. Peter Payne, 40th anniversary box set is coming out. So, and Metallica. So let's talk, they're my favorite, but I will go on a rant there. They released Load, okay, the 40th anniversary of Load or 30th, whatever it was, I don't remember. Yeah. They release it. This thing has so many tracks on it. I don't think anyone's ever listened to it all. I mean, we're talking thousands. I mean, it's a monster box set, which has like unfinished songs that have songs combined. I mean, you're listening to Master of Puppets, and all of a sudden it goes into Damage Incorporated in the same song, and you're like, what the heck were they? That's weird, but it's a waste. It seems like a money grabber to me.
Yeah, and it's, if the songs weren't good enough to be released before, that's my only beef. If you're a big fan, I mean, that's fine, but it's totally a money grab. That's all it is. It's totally a money grab.
Yeah, I'm a huge fan of Metallica. I would have, even back in the day. No, that's a lot of songs, man. And Load, it was a very controversial album from Metallica because they went alternative-y, and kind of went funky, chopped their hair off, and Metallica.
Which was the album with Lou Reed on it? What was that one called? That was
do we have to talk about that?
That was a bigger Load. Yeah, that was called.
No, that was a load of crap. That was Lulu. It was called
That's
Lulu.
Right. Okay.
It was the worst album I have ever heard. I mean, if you went into back when that album came out, if you went into the secondhand stores,
you could find it
like a Lulu. That's all it was there. It was like nothing else, just Lulu. I mean, it starts off, you're playing and you're like, ew. I mean, you're thinking it's going to be this great thing, and it was.
And here's the deal, man. I'll probably make some people mad. Lou Reed blows, dude. Completely overrated. Completely overrated.
Yeah, he was. I only know one song by him. I mean,
there's "Walk on the Wild Side." Yeah,
that's the only thing I really remember.
I remember when I was in high school and I was trying to be cool. So this is right when the video rental stores open. This is probably 85. So I'm like a senior in high school, and we had a Hastings video store.
Hastings, yes. Oh. My wife worked there.
And I went and rented a Lou Reed live. I'd read an article with his guitar player, Robert Quinn. And I read this, and Lou Reed was a hipster, and the critics always talked about how good Lou Reed was. Actually, I think Earl Slick might have been playing. Anyways, I rented this Lou Reed live. It was recorded it's pretty new. It was probably 84.
Right.
It sucked. It's like, what is the deal with Lou? Why do people think he's so good?
I don't know.
He sucks.
I don't know. I mean, he definitely, I don't know. And with Metallica driving the boat with the music, or not than Lou Reed, I don't know, because it was terrible, man. I don't know if you ever saw or heard it.
I never know. It
was like a concept album about a hooker in England or something like that. And it was just terrible, man. It was so bad. And I had that album. I threw it away too. I was like, I will never listen to this album again.
So you got Bob Dylan, who's a terrible singer.
Yeah.
But I understand the appeal. because he wrote some really good songs.
He
right?
did.
And,
He did. That's
and a lot of people redid his songs, and they were better when other people redid them. Right.
Right.
Lou Reed, you got a guy that can't sing,
Yeah.
and his songs suck.
Yeah.
So I don't understand what the appeal is.
I agree. I'm in total agreement with you. I mean, yeah. I mean, Lou, that was, man, you brought that out of left field, man.
Sorry, I didn't mean to.
A lot of Metallica fans, if there's any Metallica fans, are popping and clicking. I mean, that's like the worst. They're like, Lulu, no. I hate that album. I mean, it was like a double album too. I
can see the album cover in my head right now.
I know.
I remember
a mannequin with the wig all.
Because
it was all in the secondhand store all the time. That's all you said. You couldn't.
All right, sorry, I interrupt.
Oh no. That was a good tangent right there. Lou Reed, no go. Motley Crue, Theater of Pain, I won't buy it. No. I mean that record was. I liked it at the time, but I didn't know what I was listening to that back then. You know what I mean? It was like 85. It was, everything was good. It was, Record Store Day coming up, November 28th. Okay. So Record Store Day, everybody get to the record store. So there's exclusive vinyl re-releases coming out. Led Zeppelin, Fleetwood Mac, Alice Cooper, and The Doors. They're all re-releasing some vinyl for Record Store Day on the 28th. So if you're a fan of those, go check out the Record Store Day. I love Record Store Day. I go in there and buy an album every time. I'm probably going to get Testament, Parabellum. I told I was going to get that, but their new album is really good, and I want a vinyl copy, so I'm going to go ahead and go get that on Record Store Day. There's some beef in the Van Halen tribes.
Okay, I've seen a few beefs.
Right. So the Wolfgang Van Halen and David Lee Roth. I guess Wolfgang addressed David Lee Roth's 2024 rant where Roth called him a kid, and Wolfgang stated he's a 34-year-old married man with a third album and dismissed the comments as unfounded lies. Now, you were saying something interesting about
first,
Van Halen.
Dave is Dave's a performer. He's an entertainer. I mean, he can't sing anymore. Hasn't been able to sing for 20 years, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So anyways, I like Wolfgang. Every interview I've seen of him, he seems down to earth.
Yep.
I like him.
Yep. Agree. I saw him live.
Great.
Good live. I'm not a huge fan of Mammoth. It's just something about the catchiness and the hooks of his songs. Mm-hmm. They're null and void. He can play. I mean, there's good structure to his songs, but I'm just not. Maybe I need to listen to it more. I'll give him that break. He sounded pretty heavy when he opened for Metallica, but you could hardly hear his voice. You know, very low. And that was a mixture of Seattle sound system, though. Seattle sound system's horrible. But, anywho, yeah.
Well, and let me just say this. Music is subjective, right? Yeah. And I'm like you. There are certain bands that I really want to like. They just don't grab me. Doesn't mean they're bad. Doesn't mean they're bad. Yep. They don't grab me for whatever reason. Exactly. Aerosmith is one of those bands. I've never been a huge Aerosmith fan.
Really?
People just love Aerosmith.
I am an Aerosmith fan, and I don't know.
I'm like, Toys in the Attic. I have that album. I think that's a good album. That's my favorite album, but just never grabbed me. But here's the little headline I saw, and I didn't dig into this. Now let me go back a little ways, because about a year ago, right after, where was it? It could have been at the end of back to the beginning. Maybe that's when it was. Okay. Sammy was going in to say hello to Ozzy, and Wolfgang was there. And it was the first time Sammy and Wolfgang had seen each other. In like years.
Right.
And he said they just looked at each other, and then all of a sudden Wolfie just jumps up and they have a big hug and they take a picture, and it was great. And so I don't think there's any hard feelings between Sammy and
Wolfie. Probably, and all the recording sessions.
Yeah.
He was a kid.
He was just a little kid
back then, you know. David Lee Roth still sore about Van Halen. So I mean,
and so
poking at Van Halen.
But what the headline I saw was that Wolfie says he's not interested in recording with Sammy and Michael. And I don't know if they were trying to get him to record with him or if some interviewer just asked him that question. So the headline makes you think, the first thing you think is, oh, there's dissension between Wolfie and Sammy. And I don't think that's the case at all.
No, I agree with you.
But this whole David Lee Roth thing, this has been going on for months. Dave would say bad things about Wolfie, and even Sammy's like, who would have anything to say bad about Wolfgang?
Right. So check it out.
That
you said it. He's a performer. He wants attention. He's about to go on tour, man. So he wants to create drama so we can get ticket sales so people can come see David Lee Roth, the crazy guy who always gets arrested. He's crazy on stage and talks smack to old thing. But here's the deal. I read back in the day before, I was excited because I remember Sammy Hagar working on the Best of All Worlds band a long time ago. And it was supposed to be Wolfgang that was Joe Satriani.
That's what I thought.
He was supposed to play on that band, but he bogged out. And I never read why, but you make an interesting point on that. Why would he want to record his father's stuff? I mean, it's cool and all that, but he's got his own band. He's got his own career going on,
Yeah, we were talking about that a little bit before we started. There are a few like at the Taylor Hawkins tribute. He went out and he played 2 Van Halen tunes and people loved it.
Right.
But he's talked about how he gets a lot of grief for not playing Van Halen stuff. And he was like, why should I play? That's my dad's music. That's not my music. Why do people think I have to play my dad's stuff? And that's probably, just like you said, that's probably why he doesn't want to do.
There's probably a certain expectation from our generation, that want it so bad that they want him to play it, and they're not listening. Some of our generation, of course, they stick to the oldies. They stick to the old albums. They don't buy the new stuff. Even new Van Halen stuff coming out or whatever, or Mammoth. They're not buying it. So, but they'd buy it if he did a whole album of Van Halen covers.
Totally, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They'd be like, "Oh yeah, this is all Van Halen." I know I would. I mean, I'm guilty as charged. Guilty as charged. I would totally. I'd go to this concert too if he played all Van Halen set. But I think that's where the populace of our generation lays. You know what I mean? The old stuff, just like we talked about last time on how everybody is. You hear Judas Priest got another thing coming in the elevator now. It's like, what in the
it's complete. And my brother and I would just watch, and since Ozzy died, I think it's even more so. So during Thursday night football last night, we heard Crazy Train.
Yep, I heard it.
And we heard Paranoid.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
I have heard in the last month, Bark at the Moon at football games.
Yep.
I even heard them play War Pigs at one football game. So it's I mean, we hate to admit it, but we're mainstream, right? So the stuff that we grew up on, metal, that we thought was so cool and edgy,
I know. Against the man.
Everyone in our generation grew up on that. So that's the mainstream. That's elevator music now.
It is. It's crazy. It's wild to be in these stuff. When you see Ace of Spades and a little mouse running around and jumping up the building, you're like, what in the that's Lemmy, man, that's crazy. The next one's gonna be Metallica, but I think they're gonna that'll still be few and far between, a little heavier, but I mean you never know. You never know. All right, back to the news real quick. So Bon Jovi. Now this one I had to put it in here because I was like, what? But Bon Jovi was inspired. We talked about him going back on tour last week, but you know who he was inspired by? Metallica's new M72 tour, the No Repeat Weekend tour, where they play 2-night no repeat setlist concept. He's thinking of doing that for his Forever tour. It's called the Forever Tour, but he's thinking about doing 2 nights at one stadium each, going around, inspired by Metallica. So that was pretty cool. I thought, hey, that's pretty neat. I mean, that's 2 totally different genres, but a good concept. I always thought that this new concept from Metallica was awesome because they play for the weekend, then they take a month or 2 off, and then play. Well, not a month or 2, but a few weeks off, play the next weekend, and that's all they have to worry about, setting up in their stationary at that for the weekend. It's half the setup, half the logistic nightmare. I like and
And Rush is doubling up on our, and you, I don't know if you have Rush in your
no, I
news
don't.
items.
Yeah, I've read that.
So Rush added a bunch of dates, and then they've gone back and doubled and even tripled up in some sites. So they'll be playing 2 nights, 3 nights in a row, which totally makes sense. But here's what I'm seeing, and Rich and I are both Rush fans, right? They might be my favorite band.
Yeah.
I'm a big Rush fan, but I'm kind of upset. I'm kind of upset at how expensive the tickets are.
Yep.
And you know, I'm a capitalist. It's, you know, if people don't want to pay it, I get it. But it is it's interesting because I guess the tickets aren't moving like they thought they would. And I'm like, well, duh. If the cheapest ticket you can get is $350.
Yeah,
it's nosebleed section, dude. No, I'm not paying that.
I'll watch the YouTube video.
Totally.
You know what I'm saying? And they're going to have the full concert. You know, they're going to have the full concert. I thought the same thing too. I mean, that's because, and then you got to think about travel, hotels, I mean, food. And Seattle is not cheap. I did this. I spent how much? Like $2,000, maybe more. Maybe $3,000 on the Metallica weekend, just with food and everything, and gas and lodging, and it was crazy, man. And the car rental, but that Rush thing, I thought you're right on that. Maybe they'll bring the tickets down. Who knows? But we'll see.
I don't know. And the flip side of that is, hey, we're still a year out on these shows, so there's plenty of time for them to sell, right? I don't think they'll get cheaper anytime soon, but I don't know. It's just kind of. And that's the thing. If they, in fact, sell out, Paul McCartney will sell out with tickets, the cheapest tickets being $500. So if I'm Paul McCartney, why would I lower my prices if I can sell out at $500? So I get both sides. I'm just saying, as for me and my house, we ain't paying that.
Yeah, no. And you know, back when I had a lot of extra money, you know, it was all right. I can do it and whatever. But nowadays, I have to really think about who I'm going to see and what I'm going to go do. So, and $500 tickets is really not in the cards. You know what I mean? Really not.
So I think, you know, you and I are going on the 20th, right? Is the 20th when we go see?
Yep, we'll see Jeff Tate.
And the 21st is Cheap Trick at the same place.
I know.
But I don't know why. I've seen him like 12 times. I just don't. I don't think I'm going to go. I don't think I'm going to go see him.
They've passed the slapstick era. So what I'm talking about is like you can only watch Lucille Ball so much until she gets too old to do that stuff. And then you're like, you're dangerous, man. Don't do that. Don't climb that ladder. You're gonna hurt you. I mean, they're all on stage, and you're like, dude, just sit down. You know, like when Ozzy,
don't climb way up on those stairs.
Don't do it. They're gonna. Oh, I hope they make it onto the stage from the back. I hope they can lift their legs high enough. You know, dude, it's a age is real, dude.
But
it's real.
So what are we paying for Jeff Tate?
Jeff Tate, oh man, it was only like $70 with its fee. It was like $65, $70.
Which is pretty spendy, but
compared to spendy, but
and so we're going out to a casino, right? It'll probably be 2,000, 15. I don't know how many people sit at the inside. Outside, they probably 5,000 people, but inside, I don't know how big it is. But so we're going to go see that.
Yes, I'm looking forward to it.
You know, we could go see Cheap Trick, you know, and it'd be same price. You know. So these small Blue Oyster Cult was here a year ago, and it was like $40 to go see them downtown at a little, and should have gone because now they're done. But those are more the shows that I go to. Is the has-beens,
the classic rock,
the legacy band, totally.
Yeah. Well, speaking of that, so. You know who's playing the Sphere right now, right? Well, maybe they are, right? The Eagles. So they're playing the Sphere right now. Mm-hmm. If you get a chance, go check out Hotel California on YouTube. They got to be pushing some lyrical enhancements. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Or not? I don't know, but it sounds boom, dude. I was like, my wife was listening to it. I'm like, you're listening to some what? And she was like, this is, and she showed me, and it was the Sphere, and they have this stuff going on around them, and oh wow, you got to check it out.
I will do that. I've seen clips from the Sphere that look awesome.
Yeah.
I also know that there's a little controversy about Don Henley lip syncing,
Oh, okay. All right.
and I mean, Don Henley's a great singer. Vince Gill, who they brought in, phenomenal singer.
Yep.
So yeah, there's probably there's some auto tune going on. I'm sure.
Definitely. My wife didn't even know Don Henley was in the Eagles. I was like, yeah, he's Glenn Fry. Yeah. Like, I did not know that, but they sound good. And the video that goes around it,
that would be awesome.
I mean, at the end, they show all the faces, because they're ghosts and they're all looking down like on the crowd, and it's the whole sphere of faces looking at you. It's like, whoa,
it's creepy.
Check it out, guys. It is.
Cool. I will do that.
All right, what other news we got going on here? Oh, Ozzy Osbourne honored. City of Birmingham honored him. His daughter Kelly accepted the award on his behalf for prestigious Lifetime Achievement Award in Birmingham.
Nice.
He got awarded that. That's really cool. I'm glad they did that. And then speaking of Styx, your boys are coming back 2026 performing their album Pieces of Eight, and it's
nice. What's that?
That's it. They're going to perform that whole album in its entirety in 2026.
Yeah, so they did Grand Illusion last.
Oh, is that what they did? Oh, okay.
Yeah. So now they're doing, and so
did you go?
No.
Oh, you didn't go.
I haven't. I saw Styx in 2002. That's how long ago it was.
All right,
and it's one of the best shows I've been to. Actually, they were awesome.
Really? And a lot of people say that Styx is underrated.
Styx, don't get me going. It is unfathomable that they're not in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Completely ridiculous.
Yeah.
But Nina Simone is in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Well, so is Dolly Parton. Come on.
Well, at least people have heard of Dolly Parton. Who the heck is Nina Simone?
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Why the heck is she there?
Oh, well. I couldn't believe when like Nicki Minaj or whatever was up to go in. It's like, really? Come on, guys.
Outcast.
Really? I mean,
there's
not the Rap Hall of Fame, man.
Yeah, let's just
whatever.
Move on.
All right, moving on. Tours.
Makes me mad.
Let's talk about tours since we were talking about Styx. Journey. Big
yes.
Saw that. All right. Journey's coming.
Yes.
They're coming back to Spokane, but here's the deal, bro. I'm not going. And I saw them the last tour, Freedom Tour.
Mm-hmm.
It was the experience. We were fighting, not having a good time, just not a good atmosphere. And then they weren't that great. And it was just not a good time. And we've been jinxed with Journey ever since. I mean, literally, man, I missed. So back when we got the tickets for Auburn, when we lived in Lacey, Washington, I left at 3:30, 4 o'clock ish, right, to go to Auburn from Lacey, which is an hour drive, maybe 40-minute drive. Well, I hit the 369 right off and took 18 off. It was I stopped, and I was in traffic from 4:30 until 10:45 at night. And I pulled in the parking lot. We drove through the parking lot, listening to Stone in Love. One of their closing songs. My wife's crying, and we're driving through. I'm like, I'm sorry, babe, this sucked. Didn't get that was Live Nation. They overbooked it. People were just like literally pulling over, ditching their cars, and just walking to the show.
So you went to the show and never made it to the show?
Never made it because we waited in traffic until 10:45 at night. From 4:30 p.m. we got stuck in traffic, and it took us all the way till 10:30 to get up to the venue. And then go through the parking lot and turn around. No, man, that was the worst time. And then from there, and then COVID hit. So I had 10th row at the Gorge. We are going to go to the Gorge, and then COVID hit. They canceled the show. So that was number 2, strike 2. So then we go and see them here in Spokane. We're all stoked and excited.
Right.
And it turns out just to be one of the worst nights, one of the worst concert nights we ever had. So it's just like we're not going. We're done. It's a Journey thing. We're all right. I'm all right. But they are going on tour. They are coming to Spokane on November 14th of next year.
So
no. Sorry. They are coming April 15th.
Yeah, I saw that.
It's going November 14th.
I saw them in 2016 in Spokane.
Uh-huh.
And it was a good show. I liked it. I thought it was great. I saw them in like 80. I saw them on the Frontiers tour, so that would have been like 83, 84.
That was with Steve Perry, though.
With Steve Perry.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
And then I saw them in 16, obviously, with Arnell.
with Arnell. Yeah,
And it was great. It was a good show.
that's when he was still trying to be the best imitator.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
now
yeah,
now he's his own person. He's doing his own thing. He's singing his own songs. You
Oh,
know,
wow.
yeah, he had his own song he sang, and it sounded like it was forced. You know,
Mm.
and they played "Don't Stop Believing" like song 3. And
Yeah.
it was a really weird set list. They had a lot of different things going on.
Well, and this is called the Final Frontier.
The Final
So
Frontier.
This is, we think, the last tour, but then when you talk to Neil, he's kind of like, well, no, it's the last tour with Jonathan Cain. So,
Right.
and you know, since
tour. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, since Jonathan Cain came in, he's really, I mean, he writes most of the music, he writes most of the songs. So he's been the driving force since they've been a real commercial success. So he's not an original member, but he might as well be. So when he well, Steve Perry wasn't an original member, but people always Steve Perry's Journey, right?
That is,
so,
yeah, exactly.
It's I don't know what's going to happen. So it'll be the last tour with Jonathan Cain, but now Neil's talking about, well, maybe we'll have Journey Beyond going on. Here's the thing: Neil doesn't want to quit playing.
I know.
And
that's what
you can't blame him. You can't blame him.
Yeah.
But
make cash, he's doing it to it, and
yeah,
it is what it is. Again, I know I'm not going to be supporting the Journey Foundation no more.
Yeah, I won't either.
Yeah, I'm good. But I would if they came to us, AC/DC, even though they're getting horrible reviews, I'd still go. But they just added 21 more shows to their tour. So I don't know how they're making it, because I remember they were all scared about the health issues, and that's why they weren't touring for Power Up. And then all of a sudden they come on this gnarly Canadian North American tour with, I mean, they've already played, I don't even know how many shows, and they just added 21 more. I'd go see them, but they're not coming anywhere close.
Yeah, and I'm torn with that, because first of all, I love Brian Johnson.
Yeah.
I do. And I love Angus. I love them. I love the interviews. They're just, here's the thing, contrary to their image, this probably isn't true with Bon Scott, but their image of AC/DC is, what do you think? They're a party band, they're drinking, they're doing all this. Angus Young would drink tea. You know, he was completely, other than when he's on stage being a crazy schoolboy, he was like completely laid back. There wasn't the wild party stuff going on. I think with Bon there was, but
of course there was.
The recent footage I've seen, Angus doesn't look like he's enjoying himself.
No.
I mean,
no. I get it's a money grab. This is their last hurrah in America.
Yeah.
You know, I get it. Good for them. But
when you become a corporation like AC/DC is, or like Kiss is,
right, or
like, it's hard. AC/DC, how many people are on the AC/DC payroll?
Yeah.
I mean, there are so many people that rely on AC/DC going on tour. That I'm sure there's a lot of pressure. Guys, let's do this one more tour. And they keep selling. If they don't sell out, they have very successful, lucrative tours. Journey does it. Kiss was still making tons of money. So on the one hand, it's hard to, we all get it. They look like crap. They don't sound good anymore, but people are still paying to see them, so they keep doing it. So we kind of have ourselves to blame, right?
Yeah, you're right.
Because we buy tickets.
No, you're right. You're right, though. You're totally right. They are supporting. That's a lot of jobs.
Yeah.
And you already know the economy stinks as it is.
Yeah.
Now, like Scorpions. Scorpions another one. They're the same way. They have a lot, and I know a couple of the road crew of them personally because of my brother-in-law. But they do. They have their ones that they call every time, and they go out on the road with them every time. They know them personally. They go to dinner with them, have Christmas. The whole deal. So yeah, that's a good point, man. I didn't think of that. But you gotta call it quits at some point.
At some point, you have to.
You got to. You just all you're doing is hurting yourself and making a bad image for your band. You know,
And think about what you just said about watching I Love Lucy.
yeah.
Do we really want to see Angus without his shirt rolling around on the stage when he's 85 years old? I don't want to see that.
We already got us flash that with Bill Ward. Bill Ward, he took his shirt off, and I was like, "Whoa,
no, put that back on." Put it back on. Yeah.
He looked like the Leatherface, man.
Let me see that shirt. Let me see.
That's the back to the beginning.
Back to the beginning shirt.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's cool.
Pretty good shirt. Yeah, it wasn't too bad. This one finally came. They picked the cheapest shirt they could get. That's for sure. It's a thin shirt that'll rip. It's ready to rip. I'm about to retire it early. About to retire that stuff. It ain't quality shirt like I make. You know what I'm saying? It ain't.
Well, you know what? Speaking of shirts, Marlon isn't here.
I know. This is a bummer.
Can we this is the shirt we're calling the Marlin.
So we're calling it the Marlin. Now remember, what's black is going to be color. So this is the Marlin. We got the new.
There it is.
Flying V right there. All right. It's going to have a white neck with black dots and white and black pick guard. It's going to have the yellow classic guitar rock, and then guitar radio is going to be white. So it's going to be pretty sweet. And then,
no pressure. But how soon do you think that might be available?
I'm already. So I did 10 hoodies this morning. Got 3 more hoodies to do, and then I have this. Yeah, this is on deck.
Okay.
So I'm on deck with this one. Yeah. So another order comes in. I'm going to do these first, and then
nice.
Go there. So yeah, and I want to do dude too. I still want to do the dude.
And we have another. You don't have a picture of that, do you?
Yeah, I do, but I have to. I don't know how to.
You don't have to. Don't worry about it. We'll save it.
Yeah, we'll save that for next time.
Show that.
Dude's cool. He has a little on his Levi jacket now. I put Classic Guitar Rock Radio, so it's on his Levi jacket now. So he's like sitting there and it says Classic Guitar Rock Radio. So I'm just gonna do him above Classic Guitar Rock.
And so classicguitarrock.net.
Yes.
Go to classicguitarrock.net. There's a link right at the top. T-shirt. Yep. So we'll have a few options for the T-shirt there, and they're $15, 13. How much are they?
13 right now for
$13.
The regular one. These ones will probably be 15 because it takes more ink. So 15 bucks, so that's nothing. And I'm telling you guys, it's quality stuff. Yeah. I mean, I don't like to brag. I do like to brag about it because I take pride in the quality and the thick ink and the good ink, and it stays around for a while, you know, and it's good. I'm making my own Metallica hoodie right now.
Nice.
And that sucker is turning out really well.
And Rich can assure you that there are no children working in his sweatshop.
There is no children.
Rich is the only
child. I'm the only child working.
Yeah, the only child working in the sweatshop is Rich.
That's it. Yep. And my kid. Well, let's get there. My 30-year-old child does sometimes come out there and help out. But that's
so I want to just throw this out there. How many of you that follow podcasters or whatever, how many do you know that are trying to sell you merch that are actually making the merch themselves? None. Rich is the only one.
Because Classic Guitar Rock Radio, that's who we are. That's
right.
Why we do it. And that's
right.
We love it all. And you know what? We have a saying around here. I do, and I know Jeremy does. Make it happen. Let's make it happen. Let's make it happen, man. Yeah. Let's make it happen. I'm going to learn how to first screen. Let's do it.
I've never heard either of us ever say that, Rich.
Oh, you haven't?
No.
Oh man. Let's make it happen. That's what I do say. That's an Army thing.
He does. No,
make
Rich
it happen. Make it happen.
He's a retired Army guy, so he's all about getting it done. But seriously, Rich makes our shirts. That is awesome. It's really cool.
Well, thanks.
Any more news? We're
yeah. Where are we at? 38 minutes. Oh, we got time. Yeah. All right. What other tours? Oh, Toto. So Toto's going back out. Now I saw Toto open for Journey. They were good, man. They were actually really, really good. My favorite song by them, Rosanna. I mean, that's ultimate favorite song ever.
I agree. That's my favorite
that song, Toto and I liked it when they came out with it. And I watched the video, and I loved it ever since. So, Megadeth announced their first step of their farewell tour in Latin America. So they got the Latin American tour dates out now. And also Iron Maiden expanding the Run for Their Lives North American Stadium tour with Megadeth and Anthrax, and have canceled their upcoming U.S. tour. Wait. Never mind. Sorry, that's old news. Never mind.
Okay. All right.
New news is that Megadeth and Anthrax. So I think I said that last week, but they added some dates on there for Megadeth and Anthrax. Now I don't know how long Megadeth and Anthrax is going to be on that tour with Iron Maiden opening up, because both of them, Megadeth is coming out with their final album, Megadeth, and then with their cover of Ride the Lightning, and then Anthrax is coming out with their new album as well. So I think they're going to split off and do their own headlining tour dates. We should see Anthrax here at the Knit. I'm not going to miss them.
There you go. Yeah.
Last time, because it was the worst snowstorm ever, which never came. So you're talking about kicking the pants.
Yeah.
Oh, boy. Never made it. And then Halloween. I don't know if you know Halloween.
I remember Halloween. Yes.
It's Halloween. Yeah.
Yeah.
40th anniversary tour coming around.
Wow.
So that's all the tours that I know of. You know any of them? Any other ones that I know?
I've seen some. Rod Stewart. Okay. He's a little on the mellow side.
Rod Stewart's coming?
He's adding, he won't come here, but yeah, he's adding more dates to that.
That dude's old too. How old is he now?
He's got to be in his 80s.
Yeah,
he's probably mid 80s.
Gentleman.
But yeah, a lot. This is the time of year where everyone's adding more tour dates.
Yeah.
Robin Trower, that dude got to be mid to late 80s, and he's still playing.
Still rocking and rolling.
Still rocking and rolling.
Yeah,
Billy Gibbons has set some tour dates.
Oh, did he? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I know they. Well, I missed them. We should have went and saw them when they came last time. They came to the First Interstate Center. It was like a Tuesday night though. It was really kind of a wonky date.
I have seen ZZ Top live 3 times, and ZZ Top is one of my favorite bands. I love Billy Gibbons.
Yeah.
There are some bands that are better live than on the record, and some that aren't as good live as on the record. And sadly, ZZ Top is not a super great live band. I hate to say it because I love their albums.
I've heard that. I've heard that a few
every time I've seen them, I'm kind of disappointed.
Yeah.
Frank Beard is not a good live drummer.
He's not that great.
He's not. He's not
a practicer. That's
Yeah. So
yeah, I got you. And I went back and forth with it because the commercial, and I'd hear all the songs that I wanted to hear. I would love to go see them. And then I saw them back in the arena days with Afterburner. I saw them on Afterburner.
Yeah, I saw them on that tour. I saw them on Afterburner.
Yeah, and they were good. They were all right. I mean, it was nothing spectacular. Because, I mean, Afterburner wasn't the greatest album either. I mean, it had 2 good songs on it. And that was Sleeping Bag.
But they had the conveyor belt, right? The moving sidewalk on the stage.
Yeah.
They had some cool stuff.
Yeah, they had some cool stuff. Yeah.
And they had some cool props, but they're just not that great live. I'm sorry to say.
Yeah. Well, that's good to know. I'm glad I didn't see them then, because I didn't need my bubble bursted back.
Yeah.
You know. We got new music and new tracks coming. So
you mentioned the new Cheap Trick album.
Okay. So Cheap Trick's coming out with All Washed Up. Their 21st. Wow. 21st studio album, All Washed Up. That sounds like it's their last one. All washed up.
It's sounding that way. They still sound pretty good. I mean, they've never stopped. They have never stopped, even though they have not been commercially successful for a long time. They had a #1 tune in 1988.
Yeah.
Right. And
The Flame,
which they hate. Everyone in the band hates the song.
Really?
But, because they didn't write it. It was an album. It was a song the record company made them do. They made them team up with can't remember her name right now, a songwriter to do the song. Rick Nielsen famously hated it.
Wow.
And it winds up being a #1.
Yeah.
So now they have to play it.
Yeah. And they're just stuck with it.
Yeah. But they have never stopped. They have continuously toured and put out albums every few years.
Yeah. I'm
never have stopped.
2021. In Another World was 2021's release. The last one, In Another World. So that's crazy, man. Yeah. 2017, 16.
When did Rockford come out? Do you see it right there? The album Rockford. Like 06 or something like that.
Rockford is 06. Yeah, you hit it.
Hey, so you know what? And I'm a pretty big Cheap Trick fan.
Right.
And this just shows you how music, that Rockford CD, if it was released in the 80s or 90s, not 90s, in the 80s, dude, that is one of my favorite albums. And no one ever heard it.
Yeah.
It's just super. It's a great album.
Might have to check it out because
it's really good.
You know who surprised me? You're gonna trip out too. 38 Special. So they released a new album. We got a couple songs playing on our station.
Yes, I heard one, and I'm like,
good.
I didn't know who it was.
I was
listening to it, and I had to pull out my phone, and I go, "That's 38 Special." Yeah,
I know, right? It surprised me too. I was like, "This is a good song, man. I'm gonna have to check out the album." Man.
It's rocking. And so, another shameless plug. We play new music that doesn't suck, so we'll be adding some Cheap Trick, hopefully, to that.
Yeah, I'm gonna. It's not out on MP. It's not out yet, but I'll be getting it.
Well, yeah, the 38 Special that you mentioned, we got 2 songs from them, right?
Yeah, Alice Cooper's new album. Revenge of Alice Cooper. We got a couple of albums there, and so Sammy Hagar's new albums on there.
Sweet, that's good. It's all good. Oh yeah, I've heard a lot of the Sammy Hagar from the. It's the live.
Pretty good. It's good live too.
It's good.
I love Pound Cake because I saw the video where he takes the drill and he's like, ring, 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 ring. I was like, I can imagine Eddie Van Halen doing that. I never saw that tour. I actually saw 5150 tour, their first tour, which was an absolute incredible tour. That was a fun time. I remember that show well.
Yeah.
Because he kept going 5150.
Yeah, I saw them on Diver Down with Dave.
Okay.
Right? And then I saw them on the Unlawful Carnal Knowledge. I saw them.
Oh, okay.
So I saw one
recent.
I saw them. Well, that was like
not recent. Yeah.
I saw them in like 82 and like 87. No, 89. Unlawful Carnal Knowledge was the one with Right Now and Right Now.
Yeah, wasn't that the 90s? Like, I thought that was
90. Yeah, it would have been 90.
90s. Okay.
You're right. Yeah.
So 90s, I always think it wasn't that long ago, but it was. So
82. Yeah. And then I saw them on the Horrible reunion tour in 2003, 2004.
With their new album.
No, it was Sammy. It was the one where Eddie was in such bad shape.
Okay.
They just did that quick reunion tour, and then that was the end.
So I won with David Lee Roth, which was absolutely terrible.
Oh yeah, that one was later.
That was a bad one. That was a bad album. I have
kind of magic or whatever. Yeah,
something like that.
Yeah, it wasn't that great. Yeah.
We got the rest of the albums. The Beatles anthology reissues coming out. Paul McCartney and the Wings anthologies coming out. Slash, if anyone likes Slash's Snake Pit or Slash, got the live Serpent Festival coming out. And then Jimi Hendrix is re-releasing Access on a 4 CD set. Access.
See, and that's exactly what we were talking about at the beginning. It's like, let's just repackage crap that we've been selling for 50 years.
Yeah.
A certain number of diehard fans will buy it just so they can say they have it.
They have it, exactly. Collector's items.
The Rolling Stones on their last release like a year ago.
Yeah.
It's variants. It's like the comic book industry did. Same album, but we'll have 5 different album covers or different colored vinyl. So it's the same stuff, but let's just sell it to you in 5 different ways so some of you suckers will buy it.
That's the standard now. Yeah, Megadeth tried that. So Megadeth had blood inside their vinyl. Literally, dude.
Yeah.
This is going to sell quick, so you better buy it now. I get the emails, and I look at it, and I'm like, that's pretty cool, but no. I'm not
exactly.
I'll buy the black one, or if it's colored by chance that I buy it and it's red or whatever. Okay, cool. Right on. But the only one I did buy was Metallica's M72, but I told you about that when I bought it way back years ago when before no one knew it was coming out. And I bought the concert tickets, and it came with that album, basically.
Nice.
I bought the LP that was yellow and black vinyl, and then I got the concert tickets and all that. So it was like a huge package deal. But that's the only reason I have some colored vinyls. Or I'll buy it like at Target. I'll buy an Ozzy album, and it'll be green or blue or whatever. Like,
right.
Oh, that's neat or whatever. But
I bought the Walmart Diary of a Madman album is on blue vinyl.
Oh, that's cool.
So I did buy it.
It's pretty cool. The first what was your first colored vinyl? I remember mine. What was yours? You remember?
Can I go with a picture disc, or does it have to be color vinyl?
Yeah, okay. Oh, I mean, you can go with whatever you want.
So check this out. I got for a school Christmas party in the 8th grade, a girl gave me the Boston debut album on a picture disc. This is way back. This is like 1980.
Huh.
She gave me a picture disc version of the first Boston album, and it was awesome.
Wow.
I mean, that's the coolest present I ever got from a school
That is
party.
so weird. You know, I have a Boston album picture disc.
Do you really?
Dude.
Yeah.
Third Stage.
Do you really? You have a picture disc of
I have a picture disc of Third Stage. I have a lot of picture discs, actually. I was a collector of picture discs.
I have the Ozzy Osbourne, Mr. Crowley.
Oh, that's cool. That's really cool.
I don't know where it is now, but
yeah, I have quite a few random ones that I just picked up. But the first colored vinyl was green. It was a green vinyl. It was an EP. It was Metallica, Creeping Death, with
nice.
and Blitzkrieg on the back. But it was that fluorescent green vinyl. And when I pulled it out, I nearly shat myself. I was like, whoa, it's green. What is going on? And remember, I used to hang out at that place called Off the Record. And I turned to that Cliff guy and be like, dude, this is green. He's like, yeah, that's the new colored vinyl. And I was like, that's amazing. I didn't know you could. I've never seen colored vinyl. And now it's like standard.
So like Walmart especially, they'll have these versions that are only available at Walmart. Like Fleetwood Mac's Greatest Hits is green vinyl, or I bought a Triumph Greatest Hits just a few years ago on vinyl, and it's like silver. It looks kind of cool.
Did you ever? Let me ask you this. This is off subject. That's enough of the news. I mean, whatever. Whatever. Let's talk about stuff. So, did you ever buy something thinking it was going to make you money, music wise? Let's talk music wise. Mm-hmm. It could be any genre of music too. You just think it's going to make you some money in the future, and you're like, "Yep, I'm buying this right now." Boom. Yep. And then just an ultimate fail.
Yes.
What?
Yes.
What'd you do? I don't know if I'll admit mine, but I want to hear you.
I bought at a record store for way too much money, and you really have to be a nerd to remember this. Brian May, Eddie Van Halen, the drummer from REO Speedwagon, and the bass player, I can't remember his name, all got together and recorded this thing called Starfleet Project. It's out in my bookcase right now.
Okay.
Starfleet Project.
Uh-huh.
And I bought it for like $20. And I thought, and it was like 15 years ago. I thought, this dude, I'll be able to sell this for hundreds of dollars because it's such a rare color. I still got it. Maybe I should try selling it again.
You should try. Why
not?
But
first of all, it's not that good. I mean, you'd think it's Brian May and Eddie Van, but it's just
that's that curse. That's that curse we talked about. It doesn't matter who you bring together, but you better have a songwriter in there. If you don't have a songwriter, it's just going to be all great music. All the instruments are going to be played to perfection, but the song will have no substance.
Totally.
Totally.
Yeah. So that's the first thing that comes to mind.
Yeah, that's the first one. Oh, okay. I got one here. Lulu. No, I'm just kidding. No. So it's not even rock, but I'm walking through Target. Now, Target does the same thing with all their little booyahs, but Target specifically endorses one artist a lot lately. You may know, but
is it like Taylor Swift? Is it Taylor Swift?
There you go. So
you bought some Taylor Swift merch.
I bought. Oh man. My wife will be laughing if she sees this. She'll be dying because she's like, "Why are you gonna buy that? That's stupid. Don't buy it. It's gonna be worth some money, damn it. Oh, it's gonna be worth some money. Let's go." So it was her Eras Tour book, her big thick Eras Tour book, and it was supposed to be an exclusive release, limited, printings of it. All right, I'm getting it. So I get it. I check on it. Target still has that stuff. They're still selling it. And that was years ago, man. You're talking about an ultimate fail, man. It's like, and I always do that.
My youngest son is a collector. And of course, the
I know
line between collecting and hoarding is very thin.
It,
right?
very,
It's
it
very
is.
thin
We
line.
can, we can go
So-
on combo on that.
And I encouraged him, and it might pay off. But about 3 years ago, at Walmart, they had all these Beatles edition cars, collector cars. There was
Yeah,
like
I remember those.
there was like a car from Yellow Submarine and a car from, there were like 4 or 5 of them. He bought them all. Okay. They're all still in their packages, safe in a shoebox somewhere. And I haven't seen them since. So maybe those will. But here's the thing. The stuff that's really worth money is stuff that was made before people even thought about there being a collecting market, right?
You're right. You're
And
right.
once people thought about, oh, we're let's make Spider-Man in 5 different variant
Yeah.
colors for collecting.
Yeah,
Well, there's no collector value.
you're
to
right. Yeah, I'm learning that hard lesson, dude.
that.
I'm learning that hard lesson. I mean, I'm a collector. I've slowed down a lot. I just kind of quit it. I was being a little crazy with it because I mean, I was an avid, believe it or not, Pokemon. So
Nice.
I know how to play Pokemon. Not
Nice.
Not many
You're a man of many mysteries.
many mysteries, but I used to collect them for about 3 or 4 years. I collected Pokemon hard. Right, it was during the pandemic I got into it, and I was doing it for my kid, and then all of a sudden I was doing it for myself. Then I started playing it and enjoying it because it's a strategy game. Didn't know that, so I got a card though out of there that's worth $3,000 right now. One card. So that was a score. But I also collected Star Wars at the same time. They are the ones that are releasing stuff that you think is going to be, and it's just another figure in the box. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, I had to quit because they were releasing like 10 figures at a time every couple weeks. So you're like, dang, I'm just dropping dimes, bam, 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 trying to get all these Star Wars figures. And I was like, you know what? Time out, game over. It's over. So,
and anyone our age that was here for 77 when Star Wars came out, I bet we all have stories of, dude, I had the Jawa. I had that Jawa, the vinyl cape.
Yep, that's the big one. That's the big one.
And we played with them. We didn't buy him because we thought that we played with them and our dog chewed on them and all of that.
Where their arms are just like this.
Totally.
You just wiggle them and their arms are going.
Remember Luke and Darth Vader had the little slide out save. Well, we'd pull those out and throw them away and then stick colored toothpicks in them because they look better, right?
Because the little tip would always break.
Exactly.
There would be the little skinny plastic tip at the top.
So we just pull that out and throw it away.
Yeah, totally. And because you're bummed out, you want something bigger because the little tip would always break.
Exactly.
And all would break. And you'd be like, well, that's stupid. And I'm going to get the toothpicks.
Or you just pull the little vinyl cape off because they look stupid.
Yes, that was the problem. Or they'd rip right here. They'd rip. Totally. And that Jawa was sacrificial. I sacrificed that Jawa's vinyl cape. Now it's worth like what, $20,000?
It's ridiculous. But we had no idea. We didn't know.
We didn't have no.
But I don't think anything that gets made now will be super valuable.
So I'm gonna this last one. Yeah, I will. There's gonna be something that's valuable.
We just don't know what.
Here's my biggest loss though. Before we get to go, we got a couple minutes. Star Wars again. So when my grandma passed, God rest her soul, she left me her collection of. Oh, actually, no, it wasn't when she passed. She gave it to me. She had
your mom had a Star Wars collection.
My grandmother.
Wow.
My grandmother had me and her during the 70s. I stayed at her house, so we'd go to Toys R Us and we'd go on the hunt for Star Wars.
Makes sense.
When they were 77 cents a piece, you know what I'm saying? So we had the whole collection. She'd buy one, I'd buy one. She had the whole collection in the box. She left. I got it right, and when I had my 2 boys, and I was in the Army, I did make a lot of money, and I busted that thing out and I sold it. I sold that whole collection. Now you might throw up in your mouth a little bit when I tell you how much I sold it for. But back in the 90s, the early 90s, there was a lot of money. $2,500.
Whoa.
And that was
a lot of money back then, though.
That was everything. That was everything from Star Wars original to Return of the Jedi every figure they had, 77 figures in the box, and I sold it for $2,500.
So what would that be worth now? What would that be worth now?
I don't even want to know. Hundreds of thousands.
Mm.
Like later on, I found a few more of them, and back it was in a box somewhere in my parents' house, and I sold those two for like $500, and it was just 2 figures, and it was nobody. It was like a Gamorrean guard and a rebel or something. It was crazy. But yeah, that was my biggest loss.
So I could write books about stupid things I've done with music gear. Like,
Yeah.
like I had a Les Paul that I bought for $350 my junior year in high school.
Wow.
Now I sold it for $500 in like 1989. So I thought, hey, that's smart. I made money on it.
Right.
Now, if to buy that, and it wasn't it was like a Norland era from the mid 70s. It wasn't like worth a ton of money, but even to buy that, I'd probably pay at least $3,500 for it.
Oh yeah, easy. Anything Gibson, Les Paul,
yeah.
Gibson, I mean, that shape. Even the Epiphones are getting expensive,
Yeah.
I mean, that's ridiculous. Yeah, I had a BC Rich. I still have that, the BC Rich Warlock, but I have the NJ series, an NJ series.
Okay.
And it's
set neck. Does that has a set neck, right?
Yeah.
Or does it have a bolt on neck? Set neck. Okay.
Set neck. It has a set
Yeah.
neck.
Nice.
But so that one right there is worth some dough. I still have that one, and I haven't got rid of it. I almost got rid of it, but I only paid like $200 for it back.
Oh yeah. Well,
early
you're
90s.
smart. You've held on to it, but that was
I played the heck out of it. That sucker. I had to replace a lot of stuff on that guitar as it started. The tuning knobs would fall off, and all sorts of stuff. That was old.
Well,
yeah.
All right. Well, this has been great. And a big thank you we got 116 people.
Hey, right on. Well, thanks for listening in. I appreciate it.
Please check out the website, classicguitarrack.net. From there, you can listen to the podcast and the radio station. And just to plug, if you'd like to be a sponsor on the radio station, it's dirt cheap. I mean, seriously. I mean, if you'd like to be a sponsor, just shoot us an email, classicguitarrock@mail.com. And we'll get you on the air as a sponsor. And
we'll send you some t-shirts to give out as swag. And
there you go.
All that other
nice.
Stuff, so.
Yeah, you can buy the new shirt. Look for the new Marlin shirt with the flag. And the dude shirt is coming out. We'll show you that next week. So anyways, thanks for being here.
Thanks,
Rich,
guys.
Thank you.
Right. Hey, one more plug. Classic Metal Vault tonight. 7 o'clock tomorrow, 4 p.m. Check it out. I'm telling you, the mix is great. Check it out.
Awesome. Classic Metal Vault. All right. We'll see you guys next week. Take care.
See you later, guys.